Greetings and welcome back. This is Iris. Yes, I've been doing a lot of shorts lately, so please go look for them. You can search under Iris Heath. But I am doing this because Mr. Ray told me he has not seen any real videos from me recently. So I wanted to come to you to talk about stress. I know I've talked about it in the past, but I want to bring a different spin this time. So I was inspired by a video I saw yesterday, but I think it was taped 5 days ago, from Dr. Bobby Price. Look him up. He's into plant-based eating. He said something really powerful. He was teaching on many things, but one of the things he said is many of us think we're doing enough to relieve our stress. And I agree with him 100% that we're not doing enough. I am a prime example, and I don't always do this, but I think it may be helpful for you to hear it this way. So over the years, I have suffered with fibroids. So I have done what I thought was everything that my doctor was asking me to do, and yet I did not agree to a myomectomy, which would have been a surgical procedure. I did have a uterine artery embolization. I thought it went well, and I'm saying this to say work with your doctor, but also do your own research. It's not, and Dr. Price says this, it's not fully up to your doctor. Your doctor is the professional, the expert based on their experiences with other individuals, but your body is your body, and you have a responsibility to find out what will work, and work with your doctor. Please hear that. Work with your doctor and even get a second opinion. I did that to see what may be helpful. And I want you to not just think this is about fibroids, but also fill in the blank about your sickness, because this is really about sickness in our body that's being caused by stress. So I was under a great deal of stress, professionally, personally. I did not realize it was taking such a toll on my actual body. I was not doing enough to release it, and I did not even realize it. I was doing a little exercise here and there, but what the blessing was when during the pandemic I started walking a little more, and I loved it. It was like my time with the Lord. I was walking and praying and talking to the Lord, and just, out with nature, all of the things that research shows are helpful. I was doing more of my deep breathing, even as I walked, breathing more in, out. I want you to work on these things and be very intentional about it. So when I went back to my doctor at still right during the pandemic, but right at the end, she said, your fibroids are healing. They're so much better. You were right. You waited it out. And I was trying to eat right, do the right things. I actually went to an acupuncturist, did not get acupuncture. Anyone who knows me, I'm so afraid of needles. The acupuncturist, oh my goodness, he was so kind. He actually told me, he gave me some herbal medicines, and he told me some things about myself. Oh my goodness. Dr. Daniels. So anyway, it was a blessing to me because I did some writing and some praying about some of the things he spoke to me after doing a picture of my tongue. I had never even heard of this, but this was definitely his gift. Dr. Jack Daniels, actually. And he actually was so kind, so good to work with. I don't think that was my answer, meaning I needed to do more work. So for me, I'm an advocate of talk therapy, meaning some type of counseling therapy, um, and I, along with prayer, meditation. Research is showing this helps us, but it has to be consistent. This is part of the 5 a.m. Program. So look for my video on the 5 a.m. Routine. So these are some of the things that are part of that. So the need to walk, positive self-talk, the deep breathing. If you can't do Dr. Andrew Wield's 4-7-8, do a 4-4-4, meaning breathe in your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. Out for a count of 4. Okay? See, it will help release that tension. So anytime you're feeling tension from anything, it can be something good, it can be something bad, it could be grief. Work on your breathing exercises. Actually sit up straight in the chair. Actually put your feet on the floor. This is how I ask people to start and to practice. Now, as you get better at it, you can do the breathing exercises anytime, anywhere. But to start, it really is better to be seated. I would ask you to do them at least 3 times a day. So think about breakfast, lunch, dinner. It doesn't have to be during those times, but actually it would help. So keep in mind that as I started doing my own work, and I'm using the fibroids as, it could be any sickness, any illness, any diagnosis. And I'm not asking you to replace anything that your doctor has given you to do. And keep in mind, this is for educational purposes only. So, but I always ask you, work with your doctor, work with your psychiatrist, work with your therapist, the professional who you're working with, to come up with the best plan, the right plan for you, knowing that they are the professional, yet you are the expert of your body. You're with you every day. You get to know how you're feeling, how certain medications make you feel. Please discuss any feelings that you're having regarding your treatment. Don't stop anything without making your doctor aware of it. I hope this has been helpful. I'll actually come back with a follow-up, but please drop me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Tell me one thing that you're going to work on over the next week or the next month consistently, at least 3 to 5 times a day, if not every day. So you can do this. Be well. Take care of yourself. And consider liking and subscribing. Please take a look at my other videos. Consider sharing this with a friend or family member.